Welcome to 5 Minute Friday for January 16th, 2026. I'm Jeff Arnold, president of 4Spot Consulting, speaker, and best-selling author of The Automated Recruiter. This week, HR tech crossed a line that actually matters. We're moving from AI that answers to AI that executes. And honestly, that could be a really good thing. But here's where I want to pump the brakes a little bit. If you've been following me, you know that I've been saying for years that automation implementation is critical and that layering AI into solid automation makes it even more powerful. But depending 100% on AI, I think that's risky. Hallucinations, inconsistent outputs, decisions made without guardrails. Automation, however, is fairly concrete. It's dependable, it's rules-based, and it does exactly what you tell it every single time. What I'm seeing right now is the lines between AI and automation are getting blurred. A lot of the conversations about AI agents actually means automation with AI incorporated. And that's a distinction that matters because our position hasn't changed. Automation is your foundation. AI is the layer that gives you your superpowers. But without that foundation, you're kind of building on sand. Let me show you what triggered this for me this week. A clear signal showed up this week in HR product messaging. In an Axios interview, SAP SuccessFactors leadership described how their HR AI is evolving into agent workflows that handle work from end to end, not just generating content. And a company called Diana HR announced an agentic onboarding capability, an AI agent that moves from new hire to signed offer with little human intervention. Now, whether these are true AI agents or automation with AI layered in, I don't know. But here's what I do know. The direction is clear. The industry is moving from chat to action. And that means the stakes for getting your foundation right just went way up. If you want a research-backed way to say this without sounding hypey, borrowing a phrase from UiPath's AI and Automation Trends 2025 report, it frames this: AI moves from thought to action as the dawn of agentic AI dawns. That's the same prediction from Gartner. They predict that by 2028, 15% of decisions will be made autonomously and 33% of enterprise applications will include AI agents. So this is the roadmap. Here's where it gets interesting. Gartner's June 2025 release also predicts over 40% of AI projects will be canceled by 2027, largely because of cost and not having business value. Agentic AI is coming fast, and a huge chunk of early deployments will flame out. And I'd argue a big reason why is exactly what we've been talking about. They're skipping the foundation. They're layering AI on top of broken processes and expecting magic, which brings me back to the core line of automation without structure creates chaos. What breaks HR teams isn't the work itself, it's that invisible layer, the intake, the routing, the approvals, logging content back and forth, trying to work on the reporting. All the stuff people patch together themselves with spreadsheets and Slack pings. So stop asking humans to be the glue, the integration. The status update problem is just pure waste. Your ATS is not your operating system, and AI will bulldoze through that system. But unless you have your underlying framework completed, you are going to run into a lot of issues during your deployment. The average HR professional spends 25 to 30% of their time on tasks that could be automated. Data entry, follow-ups, chasing statuses. HR doesn't need more tools, and they don't need all of that admin work to be in their daily lives. They need the admin work to be gone. So this shift is not a shift in technology. It is an operating model shift. The teams that win will not be the one with the flashiest AI. They'll be the ones who build the solid foundation first, then layer AI into it to make it smarter. Here's a decision rule you can use immediately. Before you greenlight any AI agent, run the single source of truth. Can you answer the key questions fast without chasing status across Slack, spreadsheets, and inbox threads? If the answer is no, then don't start with AI. Start with something like our Ops Map program. Map the handoffs, define the rules, quantify the waste. Then move to our Ops Build, which is where we actually build the automation so your system actually works. Then layer AI where it makes sense. Because again, you don't have an automation problem, you have a process definition problem. If you can fix that first, then automation and AI become your superpowers. Thanks so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. And I do have something I just brought out here this week. And that is, I don't know if it's going to show up, but it is my automation and AI planning guide. It's a 74-page workbook that I'm giving away for free, PDF version, or you can order the actual hardbound copy. But you can get that, and it's a planning tool for you or you and your entire team to sit down and be able to map out all of the automations you want to work on. So I'm going to include that link down below. Please click it. I would love to have you working with that, and I would love to get your feedback on it as well. So again, thank you so much for watching 5 Minute Friday. I will talk to you next week.